Hello everyone, and welcome back to Angel's Peaceful Garden. I am a beginner gardener in Gardening Zone 8B, and today is a rainy, overcast day, which is not all a bad thing when you are a gardener, because that means that you can transplant out things that otherwise would be in full sun. So I'm going to take advantage today, and I'm going to plant some flowers out. I'm going to plant some collard greens out. I am probably going to be able to get a few more things out, maybe, possibly, depending on how the light holds up, because right now it is almost 3 o'clock, after 3 o'clock, and it might start raining. So we'll see how much we can get done today, but let's get started. Something that I learned recently was that when you are up potting, you don't want to take a plant from the tiny cell that it was in, or from a seed snail like this directly into a huge pot, because its roots can't handle that. They're not ready for it. Just like a baby, you don't automatically go from milk to table food. So I thought that was interesting. What it causes is the plant to become stunted, and that's what was happening to a lot of my plants. So all this time I've been doing that, and I didn't know that that was an issue. So this year I'm going to use these pots as well as regular smaller pots to up pot the starts until they get a little bit bigger. I noticed that these are fine because they're only 5 inches deep, so it's not really affecting it like it would be going directly into a 15-gallon, 5-gallon, or 20-gallon pot, which is what I was doing. So y'all know I was making mistakes, but that's okay. I'm a beginner, so now we know, now we do better. So I'm going to be planting some of my collards into these Dollar Tree containers. Y'all, it is very windy out here. We also have some rain coming, and so I'm trying to get this done really quickly before we get that rain. Let me move this so you can see. This is a seed snail, and it has my collards in it. These are Georgia Southern collards, and that's why I want to try them, because I enjoyed having collards for fresh eating during the fall time. So I don't want to give that up out of the garden just because it's spring. So I'm going to try them. I know they probably won't do as well as the ones in the fall, but I really want some. Let me see. You can see how long that root is on there. So that's a pretty good option if you're looking for a way to up pot and you're out of pots. The seed snail gives you a little bit of room, and it's way quicker to up pot that way. And I just took off my gloves. I do it and I don't even know I'm doing it, y'all. That's what's so bad, because I do mean to wear them, but they just come off and I don't even realize that I'm doing it. Okay, that's one. And another thing I've been really bad about doing is labeling. I've been just dropping stuff, dropping seeds and starting seeds all week, and I have not been putting labels on anything. It's blood meal and bone meal. I'm still doing that in there, but y'all, I went to Walmart and they had a huge bag of a all-purpose 10-10-10 fertilizer. It's called Expert Gardener. I guess that's their brand. For $19.99, it was 40 pounds. So I think I'm gonna use that on my tomatoes and everything when I get them started. Okay, that's two. And I do know that these will get very big, so this is just for me to up pot them, and then I'll move them into their home, another pot where they can grow after they get to be a pretty good size. I was able to grow kale in these pretty well over the fall. We got a lot of harvest off of them, and I actually just moved them to my in-ground raised bed. Okay, this one looks good. And there's 3 pretty quickly. It's going to rain anyway, so I don't know why I'm doing this, but I guess it's just extra insurance that it's going to be watered. The other thing you have to do with these Dollar Tree containers, if you have them, is mulch, because they dry out so fast, so you have to mulch in here. The herbs and the bunching onions that I have in these containers, these Dollar Tree containers, are doing very well. In fact, some of the larger bunching onions I'm moving to other spots so that they can get bigger and deter pests. All right, so this is a mammoth sunflower. I'm put one on this side and one on that side. And then in the middle, I have some beauty sunflowers that actually do more than one head. So I'm hoping that it'll just be a really pretty display right here. I have, whoops. I'm putting my glove on. I'm just putting a little bit of rose and bloom continuous release plant food in here. Oh, this is not a mammoth. I'm glad I looked at that. This is the heirloom beauty. So it needs to go in the middle. I've already planted some other things in here, so I'm trying to be careful not to disturb what's going on, because I planted some morning glory seeds in here, some black-eyed Susan. These other plants that you see right here in the middle, those are snapdragons that I'm going to take out. Look at that root system on that. I think it's going to grow quite well. Okay, there we go. Now you're in your forever home. Hopefully you are not turned the right way, I don't think. I'm gonna have to dig this back up. All right, now this one is a mammoth sunflower. I'm so glad we had this rainy day so I can get some of these flowers out. It is going to get cold tonight. It's going to get like, not cold, but it's going to be in the 50s. And so I had to take my peppers and my tomatoes and the watermelon. I took all of those back into the garage. not into the house, but into the garage so that I wonder if I should get a stake. Because that is precarious. Okay, here's another mammoth sunflower. And these seeds I just got at the Dollar Tree, but they work just fine. And I hope to get pretty sunflowers from them. I'm going to tear off these leaves at the bottom. Ooh, this wind is picking up, y'all. I don't know how much longer I got. I'm going to have to listen to the weather in a minute. Okay, so I had to pivot. The wind kicked up. It started looking like it was going to storm. So I just had to stop doing what I was doing. I actually ended up pulling the tarp over the rest of the starts because they were blowing over. Everything was blowing everywhere. So I just called an audible and decided to just protect everything, and we'll try to do this another day. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So it turned from an overcast day to a stormy, cloudy day. And that's just what it is. So thanks again for hanging out with me today in Angel's Peaceful Garden. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, what little of it there was. I hope you'll come back and see us. And as always, may the good Lord take a liking to you.